Good afternoon and welcome to the second semi-final of the Estonian T10 competition. Winner of this match will join the Super Strikers in the final at 4 o'clock. United will bat first and Tanvir will open the bowling here for the Riders. On the pads, there's an appeal, but clearly going down leg. And they scamper through for a leg bye. So, the Riders winning the toss, deciding they wanted to field first. More comfortable chasing a target. Good shot there in the air from Nand. Fielder on the boundary there, making an attempt, but was too well struck. And the first six for United. And given the form that Nand has been in this year, I'd say it's probably not the last one we're going to see. United will be looking like the Strikers to put on 150 plus here. Another pitched up and another big shot over the offside. So 2 full here from Tanvir, or not full enough, whichever one you want to choose. You either got to bowl Yorkers or just short of a length. You can't bowl the half volleys. They are going to disappear, as they have done twice already. So United on top early here. And another one over the fielder, 4 runs. Just too easy. Nand moves to 16 off 3. Tanvir now switching to around the wicket. Comes on the pads. Nand launches into that one as well, and that's another 6. So Tanvir is going the distance here. 23 from 5 balls already, and United looking like they mean business today after picking up the Pro 40 trophy yesterday. They are hunting for another one today. Oh, swing and a miss. So Nand's finally faced the ball without hitting a boundary. But he does retain the strike for the second over. 24 off the first one. 23 off 5 for Nand. Riders, after getting hit for 441 yesterday by United, it's looking like another demoralising day in the field for them. Can they strike back here? Mofiz to bowl second over. Needs wickets. And could absolutely destroy them if he's here for the whole 10 overs. In he comes. Wide. And didn't want anything to do with that one. Oh, he's launched that. That has gone a long way. So another 6 for Nand. And the score moves to 31 in just the second over. And this is looking like a big score for United. 26.5 the current run rate. Could we see 200 here? And 29 off 6. Goes again over the offside. It's going to be another 4. Taking full advantage of this power play with just the 2 fielders outside the circle. And he moves to 33 off 7. And it's been quite a display of hitting so far. Goes again, and same result. Or has this gone all the way? No, 4 runs, just inside the boundary. Nope. Correction, that is another 6. So it looked good off the bat. And Nand moves to 39 off 8. Mofiz follows Tanvir, moving around the wicket. Didn't work for Tanvir. Will it work for Mofiz? Nope. Another 6. Big hit down the ground. 45 off 9. Can we see a 10 ball 50 here from Nand? That would be pretty spectacular. And the Riders bowlers just making it far too easy here. Already heads down in the field. It's going to take a lot for the Riders to come back here. 2 balls left in the second over. We're already almost 50. And another one that's going to get away from the fielder, and it's another 4. So a bit lucky there, Nand, but got to go hard at it in T10, and that's what he's doing. And getting the rewards for it with another boundary, 49 off 10. So he's missed out on the 10 ball 50. And flicks that round the corner for another 4. There's his 50 off 11 balls. What an incredible start here for United. As Bruce bows down to Nand. Bruce has only faced the 1 ball and went for a leg by. And he stood at the other end and watched the next 2 overs go for 54 runs. So 31 off that over from Mofiz. And the Riders are in a very, very deep hole here at 55 for none off 2. 1 over left in the power play. Bruce will get to face his second ball now. looks like Rocket Ronnie coming in to bowl the third over here for the Riders, and he's got a lot of work to do. So there you go, the partnership, 55 off 12 balls. Bruce, not a lot of contribution there, but I'm sure he's absolutely loved standing at the other end and watching Nand absolutely dispatch the Riders bowling to all parts of the ground. So third over time, Ronnie to bowl, and Bruce on strike for just the second ball of his innings. Leg side, and that's either pad or bat, but it's going to beat runner to the fence, and that's another boundary. Off the bat, says umpire cross. And the boundaries just keep coming. Ronnie asking for a fine leg, but really, Ronnie, don't bowl outside leg stump. Set a field for bowling straight, and you're bowling outside leg stump. Bruce comes at him. Oh, lovely fielding there from Kashif at square leg. Picks it up one-handed, throws it in, but they scamper through for a single. And again, it's wide and called wide, and went after that one but couldn't get bat on it. And Ronnie's gone from outside leg stump to an offside wide in 3 balls. It's not great. Comes in again. Straight up, and a swing and a miss from Nand. It's the first one he's missed, and they're going to run an overthrow because Syed had a needless throw at the stumps. So a bye there, and that's, I think, the first legitimate ball Nand's faced that he hasn't ever run off. So Ronnie will be happy to see him down the other end. He comes into Bruce again. Pitched up and smacked straight back over his head. Fielder's coming round, but can't get to it. And it's another 6 for United, and Bruce getting in on the action here. Moves the score to 68 from 2.4. And this is by far the biggest power play of the T10 competition we've had so far. With 2 balls left. Where can they get it to? In comes Ronnie again. Oh, that's another wide. A lot of movement in the air, but if you can't control it, you're just going to bowl wides, and that's what's happening. Disappointing from the Riders. They would have been really G'd up for this semi-final. First time they've made a semi-final, and unfortunately it's not going their way so far. Full and swung at that one. It's up in the air. Points coming in. He takes the catch. So Bruce trying to go with Nand and hit the boundaries, and he's managed to top edge it to point. Comfortable catch was taken, and Ronnie picks up the first wicket. So 1 ball left in the power play, 69 for 1, and all the Riders will be thinking is, how can this get worse? Well, I'll tell you how this can get worse, and that's Sahil marching out to bat, hit 190 off about 80 balls yesterday against the Riders, and I don't think they'll be very happy to see him again. And that's just the depth in this United team. Anyone in the top 5 can hit you out of the park. So, last ball of the power play. So Hill facing his first ball, and in comes Ronnie. That's wide and called wide. Prolonging the pain, Ronnie. It's his third wide of the over. Brings up 70 from the power play for United. It's another wide. Another wide. And this is not the way you compete with the best teams. You can't be giving them free balls, free runs. So hopefully, final ball of the power play. It's better. Nice ball. Swung back nicely. And that is the end of 3 overs. 71 for 1. 1 for 15 for Ronnie off his first. And United well on top here. Projected score of 237. I think it's fair to say if they got to that total, the Riders would not be chasing that down. So Esiliiga is going to bowl over number 4. And Nand back on strike. He's been explosive so far, but he's just spent an over down the other end. So let's see if he can get going again. Riders now working out where to set their field now that the power play's over. Making deep cover, run all the way over to deep square leg. Right, ready to go. Into Nand, short and wide, and it's going to be called a wide. Nand thought about belting that over the offside, but decides to let it go through. Short, and he's back and trying to pull it. Just gets the bottom edge, and it's out to deep square leg for a single. Short, and that was only ever going to go to one place, and that's about 30 metres over the square leg boundary for 6. And so Hill gets going with a maximum. And Riders will be very concerned after yesterday's performance. He could easily hit 100 in the next 7 overs. And again, full up, and he's driven that down the ground. It's going to be one bounce to the man on the boundary. Oh, Nand launches that one, and that's well over the fence for another 6. Just gave it a little bit more air, and Nand got underneath it, took full advantage, and he moves to 60 off just 14 balls. United 86 for 1 of 3.4 overs. Launched again. It's going to be another boundary. I think it's just going to bounce inside. It is for Moreton and for Moreton United. They move to 90. One ball remaining in the fourth over. I think it's pretty certain they're going to hit the 100 before the 5 overs are down. Thrown up again and launched again. Fielder's coming around, but he won't get to it. Another 4. Nan moves to 68. 94 for 1 off 4, and the Riders are being belted out of this semi-final by Nand. So it looks like Roddy will bowl his second. So fifth over coming up here. Full toss and in the air and taken. So Ronnie bowls a wide full toss. Sahil can just hit it straight to point, and another one falls to Ronnie. Bit fortuitous there, but Sahil was just trying to hit it over the top, and all he did was find the fielder. So Sahil gone for 7 after his 190 yesterday. The Riders will be very happy to see the back of him so early. But he's replaced by the intimidating figure of Anurag. And you can bet the run rate is not going to let up. These two will keep swinging. Ooh, Anurag plays and misses. Ronnie very excited. Leg side, Anurag gets bat on it, and there's a fielder out there who cut it off, and just one. So Anurag got a bit too much bat on that one. I think he was just trying to work it round the corner and ended up hitting it square. So Nan back on strike. 3 balls left in the fifth. 5 runs needed to get the first 100 up. And there's the 6. And showing no signs of stopping. His assault on the Riders bowlers. 74 now off 17 balls. And 101 for 2 for United. And this is looking like a very one-sided semi-final. So 2 balls left for Ronnie, 2 for 22 so far. Comes in again, another full one, Nand, swing and a miss. And dot ball. So last ball of Ronnie's spell coming up. 2 for 22. He'd love another wicket here if he can get rid of Nand. What a job he will have done for his team, getting rid of Bruce and Sahil already. Leg side and just belted over the fence for 6. So Nand keeps dominating, moves to 80 off just 19 balls, and Ronnie goes 2 for 28. In today's figures, quite economical, but he won't be happy going at 14 and over. So it looks like Rana now coming to the attack. And Nand just 20 runs away from the first ever T10 century in Estonia. As he asked for a change of gloves after just facing 19 balls. That might be the fastest change of gloves I've ever seen. So halfway there, 5 overs remaining. 214 the projected score. Running into Anurag, launches into that one. Fielder's coming round and he can't get there. It's over his head and over the fence for 6 runs. And Anurag gets his first boundary. And Rana's first ball goes for 6. So the carnage continues. Full one. He's hit that into the leg side. 2 fielders coming around converging. Kush manages to stop it and keeps it to 1. Good job out there on the boundary. And back on strike, 20 runs short of 100. Rana comes in and it's straight and didn't quite get onto it. 2 bounces down to Hardik on the boundary and another single. So I think, if I'm right, as Rana comes in again, and that's through the field on the leg side. Lucky break for Anurag off the inside edge, but it's another boundary. And I was saying, I think Nand actually is the only player to have a T20 100 and a Pro 40 100 this year. So 19 runs away from the first ever player to score 100 in a T20, a 40 over and a T10 match in the same season as Anurag absolutely belts that over the offside. 15, 20 metres over the rope, and that is another 6. And Rana, 18 runs off his first 5 balls. United taking absolutely no prisoners today. And looking like a mouth-watering lineup in the final if we get Strikers versus United. 2 teams that can score big runs, but also have good bowling attacks. As Rana in again. He's got that straight. Fielder's coming around. Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped it. And I think it went for 4. Yes, dropped it for 4. There's the end of 6 overs. 129 for 2. And the economy rate's looking very, very large. It's like Esanur will bowl. No, maybe it's Anand. Yep, I think Anand will bowl now. Probably one of Ryder's best. And Is this the over where Nand gets those 19 runs? Certainly wouldn't put it past him the way he's hitting them today. In comes an end. Full and wide. Oh, he's had a go at it, but I think he's hit the pitch. Nothing from umpire cross. So dot to start for Nand. Maybe Nand is getting a little tired out there. Not moving his feet to that one. Launches. Oh, a swing and a miss again. 2 dots to start for Nand. He'll be happy with that. But Nand is looking to score this 100 with the minimum amount of shots possible. Nand now switching now around the wicket. Full. Oh, he's had a big swing at it. It's through the gap. The fielder's coming round on the boundary and he will cut it off. And they come back for 2. Oh, could be an overthrow. No. Some comedy fielding from the riders there. Good over so far by Anand. Pitched up. Oh, he's launched that, and that is well over the fielder's head for another 6 for Nand. Moves him to 89 off 24. And the riders just have no answers. And again to the fielder, but it's over him, and another 6. Moves to 95 off just 25 balls. And even when he doesn't middle them, they're still going the distance. Who would back him not to get 100 from here? 1 ball remaining in this 7th over. And you can guarantee he's going to try and hit it for 6. That would be a remarkable 26-ball 100 if he does it. And what a year he's had. He's moving across, batting almost outside off stump here. Full toss, and he's got it through the gap, and the fielder's going to cut it off though. And he sticks to 1. Moves him to 96. And he'll have the strike again. So 144 for 2 off 7. Projected score still over 200 here. And Nan just 4 runs away from an incredible 100. Been a couple of hundreds threatened throughout this T10 comp, but no one able to quite get over the line. It looks like today we're going to finally see the first 100 in our T10 competitions. Rana will continue after a very expensive first over. 50-run partnership up between these two off only 17 balls. And in comes... No, full start. In comes Rana. Nand looking for another boundary here. And he's got it. He's got it. That's 100 off just 27 balls. Quite unbelievable. And the riders really no answers to Nand's hitting. It just remains to be seen how far he can go here with just under 3 overs left. That's short and wide and will be called. And he launches into that one and misses. Still swinging hard. Hits that in the air on the offside. And 2 bounces, 4 runs. Just keeps going here. And runner and the riders just have no answers for this absolutely incredible onslaught from Nand. Moves to 106 from just 29 balls. And you can imagine he's going to launch at this one too. It's another wide from Rana. Just trying too hard here. Rana in again. And a swing and a miss. So getting a bit tired now, Nand, I think. But he's going to go down swinging. And up, launched into it. There's a man coming round. Ronnie's under it, and he drops it. He drops it. So Nand survives. Just a single. And last ball of the 8th over coming up. So Ronnie was under it for a long time. Couldn't hold on to it. Pitched up. Anurag launches. And it's going to be over the fielder for another 6. So Rana finishes with none for 41 off his 2 overs. 163 for 2. And I thought Nand might be talking about retiring there, but he stayed out there. And it's going to be Kush to bowl over number 9. And what an assignment that is. Hi, Samir. We have one camera, mate. You want to buy us another one? Let us know. So Kush, it's ball over number 9. Nand on strike. And I think we all know what he's going to be trying to do. Slower ball and slashes across the line, but it's going to be picked up by the sweeper out there on the boundary, and they'll get 1. Push into Anurag, another slow ball, and always lifted that way over the fielder's head for a big 6. Moves them into the 170s. And Anurag moves on to 34 off 9. So he's quietly accumulating quite a score himself here. And the riders, I think, will be wanting to get off this field as quickly as possible. Not their weekend, unfortunately. They've come up against a United team in top form. And after getting absolutely belted yesterday, it looks like they're going to get beaten again here today. Anurag hits another straight 6. And I think 200 plus is inevitable here. As the riders struggling to find the ball now. Back in action. Yanarag goes again, and it's going to be another 6. Moves to 46 off 11, and the score moves to 182 with 8 balls remaining. It has just been an unstoppable barrage of 6 hitting from the United team here. Kush now coming around the wicket. 2 balls left in his only over. Full toss, and that is absolutely gone. And that is 50 off just 12 balls for Anurag. Just about the same as Nand earlier in the innings. And who knows, if there was more than 1 over left, maybe Anurag would be heading towards a 25 ball 100 as well. Last ball for Kush. Demoralising. Just going the distance short, and a swing and a miss. So he finishes with a dot, but .25 off the over. And 1 over remaining. 188 for 2, just 12 away from that 200. And it looks like Anand will bowl the last. Riders have done quite well here to not be too far behind the over rate with the amount of balls they've had to fetch. Those strike rates quite incredible. So last over here, 6 balls left. Nand on strike on 108. And another one, absolutely massive hit. 6 more runs. And it's really difficult to see the riders getting anywhere near this total, unfortunately. Launched again, and it's another 6. Every ball coming out the middle now. That's the 200 up for United, with 4 balls remaining. Short, and edge over the keeper. It's going to go for 4. And just keeping on swinging hard and riding his luck on that one, but can't really begrudge him with the shots he's played today. Moves to 124 off 35 balls. 3 balls remaining here for the Riders. Launched again, and that's going to be another 6. Just keeps going. Moves it to 130 off just 36 balls. 2 balls remaining. Can't quite make the 150, but what an innings. And now switching to around the wicket again. Short and wide, and that's going to be a wide. $117 partnership of 33 balls. Pretty incredible. Launched. Oh, I thought he'd got it, but swing and a miss. And a dot ball. 1 ball remaining here. And he will be swinging for the fence, no doubt. He must have sore arms. And it's absolutely spanked. 6 runs to finish. 136 not out of 38 balls from Nand. What an incredible knock. Take nothing away from Anurag. 52 off 13. And 217 for Talon United. 218 is the target for the Riders. And let's see what they can do. We'll be back soon. Well, I'm back with you as the first wicket falls, and Ronnie holes out to Sahil at long on there. So 12 for 1 now. Hardik coming out to the crease. And he would have to do something pretty special here. So Mohamed Hamza picking up wicket number 1. I think we'll probably see quite a few of the part-time bowlers for United here to try and keep the better bowlers fresh for the final later today. Good opportunity for some of these players to make an impact. As Hamza comes in again. Cut by Hardik. Fielder picks it up and they decide not to run. He's in again on the legs and just takes a flick on the pad, but Yash is down at a fine leg to clean up. Full toss, that's straight up in the air. Bruce is underneath it and he makes a complete mess of it. Ended up not even getting a hand to it, or maybe he got a finger to it because he seems to have injured himself. So not the best effort. It was up for a long time and he didn't really move very well. Unfortunately, I think maybe the keeper could have got there, but Bruce called for it and it ends up going down. So Hamza could have had 2 for 1. He's in again to Hardik. Full toss over his head. Keeper does very well to get a hand on it and to keep it to just the 1 run. I believe it's going to be a no ball. Yep, no ball and a bye. So this will be a free hit. He's absolutely given that everything. And it's 6 runs. So good hitting from Rashidul. Takes advantage of the free hit there. And that ends Mohamed Hamza's over 1 for 9. And that no ball proving very costly. It's like Anurag will come in to bowl over number 3. Smack straight back and over the fielder. And that's a 4 to get Hardick off the mark. Short and smashed. 6 runs. Lovely shot, Hardick. So first 2 balls of Anurag have resulted in 2 boundaries. On the pads, swinging in but going down leg. Oh, that's a wide. Big swing at it from Hardick, but couldn't reach it. Anurag just struggling a little to find his line. Oh, that's a good ball. Moving away. Hardick not moving his feet at all. Just drops that into the offside for a quick single. Last ball of the power play coming up. As the required run rate passes 25. Oh, and he's caught behind. Gets the edge. Trying a bit, hit a big 6. Head was up in the air. And second wicket falls for the Riders. Anurag finishes his first over with 1 for 12. Looks like it will be Ash to bowl over number 4. And Kush comes out to join Hardick at the crease. Swings hard through the offside. That's found the gap, and that'll be 4 runs. So Ash starting with a bit of a half volley outside off stump, and Hardick saying thank you very much. Required run rate now 26.5, and that is just going to keep climbing unless Hardick can hit a bunch of sixes here. Back over the bowler's head, but it'll just be one. Yeah, not a lot the Riders batters can do here. This match was really taken away from the amazing power hitting from Nand and then Anurag. You need more than 20 runs and over for 10 overs. It's going to be very tough. That's on the pads. I think it's just a leg by there for Kush. Yep, leg by signal by umpire cross. In comes Ash again. Shorter ball, cut away by Hardick, but found the man on the boundary, and that'll be one. So keeping it nice and tight after the loosener on the first ball. Full, and just hit into the offside. Ash sprints off after it, and they get through for a single. And launches into that one, Hardick. It's a hill coming round. He'll cut it off, and another single. So very good over there from Ash. Just the 8 runs from it. And Riders 43 for 2 after 4. Most T10 games, you'd be reasonably happy with that start, but with the required run rate now hitting 29, it gives you an idea of just how ridiculous United was in their 10 overs batting. So over number 5, about to begin. 175 needed from 36 balls. Just issue with the scoring here. Looks like we're good. Amir it is to bowl. Leg spinners and absolutely belted by Hardick. Says, I'll have more of that, please. Outside leg stump, quite short, and just sit up and ask to be hit, and hit he did. It's going to take some sustained hitting here. The like of which you don't see very often, and we've already seen once today. It's a better ball from Amir, better length. And Hardick just drops it into the offside for a single. And this is the problem for the Riders. You need consecutive boundaries here. You need 4, 5 boundaries and over. And it's just a very big ask. Kush on strike. And he belts that one. That's going to go all the way. 6 runs to Kush. It's more like it. They just need to replicate that for the next 3 balls as well. Full again and 6 again. So Kush starting the motor here. There's a 13 off 4. Is this the partnership for the riders that's going to get them back in this game? It's still a huge ask. Pitched up again. He's hit that, but straight to Bruce, and he takes the catch. Would have been a 6, but Bruce was right there. Took the catch. Still wringing his hands from the last one that he dropped, but well taken there. And that's the end of Kush. Looked like he might be getting going there, but gone for 13. And the Riders now 62 for 3. With Syed coming out to bat. Last ball here of the 5th over. Full and swings hard. It's up. It's over Ash's head. He can't get there. Just couldn't turn quick enough. And through for a single. So 63 for 3 after 5. 155 needed from the last 5 overs here. And if I was a betting man, I wouldn't be putting my money on it. Looks like maybe Timor. As is usually the case with United, they have multiple players with the same numbers out on the field. As mentioned in the previous match, our uniform policy coming in at the end of the year will put an end to that. If they turn up with 2 players with the same shirt number, then one of them won't be playing. It's not a huge ask to get a different number on everyone's shirt. Comes in short and tossed. Weird one. Tossed up, but also short. And Syed does the business on it. 4 runs. And got what it deserved. Probably saved 2 runs there by getting hit for 4. This match certainly highlights the need for a fence at Tiskre. The amount of time we've lost chasing balls that would have trickled into a fence. Would be very nice to have one. And it's Timor in again and again, thrown up and short, and a no ball is called. Not sure what the no ball is for. Oh, he's called in for chucking. Controversial. And the 4 runs as well. So it's a no ball and 4 runs. Tim Cross just explaining to Captain Ash. So this will be a free hit. And smashes that down to the cover boundary, Shrikant Fields, and it's just one run. Wide and hit down to long off for a single. As the required run rate now hits 32. Now, I think we may see time will remove from the attack here. They're going to keep going with him. Fairly irrelevant given the state of the game, but it's important that we uphold the rules. That's thrown up there, and he's got it all the way over Anurag's head, so you know it's tall. 6 runs for Syed, so he moves to 16 off 5. Two balls left in over number 6. Riders doing what they can, giving it a good chase, but such a massive total was always going to be a very, very big ask. Time in again and up again, and he's hit that one straight along the ground to Anurag. Does the fielding and 1 run. And smashed in the air on the offside. Shrikant's come in, but it's gone over him, and that is 6 runs. So, big finish to the over from the riders there, and ends up going for 24 off his overtime. And I don't think we'll see him back. 87 for 3 off 6. 131 needed from the final 4 overs at 32.75 and over. Basically, we need a 6er ball from here if there's any chance of the Riders winning this game. Alright, who's this? Is it Yash? It is. It's Yash coming into bowl here. Oh, he's nearly bowled him round the legs. Nearly bowled him round the legs. Appeal for LBW, but it was clearly coming in from outside leg stump. But, yeah. So I had not really known what to do with that one. Yash in again, and that's a wide. And they scamper through for a second wide. So as predicted, giving the part-timers a bowl here with such a big total. In comes Yash again. That's a better ball. And swing and a miss from Hardik. Dot ball for Yash. And again, full outside off. Hardik's gone hard at it. It's very high. Ash is underneath it, and he puts it down. So another catch goes down for United. That would be their one concern from this display. The batting was excellent, but 2 catches going down, and probably can't afford to do that against the strikers. Shorter from Yash and pulled away by Syed, but that's just going to be a single. Yash in again. Well, it's a better ball and a swing and a miss. And another dot ball for Yash. It's been a good over. One left. Just the 4 runs off it so far. And that's pitched up. It's straight over his head and it's 6 runs. So 10 off the over for Yash. 97 for 3 off 7 for the Riders. And 121 needed off the last 3 overs with a run rate required of 40.3. So this match is petering out and we will see United in the final with the Strikers. Just 3 overs left now. Looks like Shrikant will bowl one here. Full, and Syed just smacks it back over his head for 6. Good start for the Riders. Unfortunately, even a 6 means the run rate goes up. Looks like the Women's Super 8s has finished over on ground number 2. Unfortunately, the live scoring wasn't working today, so have to wait to bring you that result. Syed goes hard again. It's up high. Fielder's underneath it. Takes the catch. And Syed is number 4 down for the Riders. Shrikant takes the wicket. And 103 for 4 now. So I will be leaving you now as the women's presentation is going to take place on ground number 2. I don't think I'll be back before the end of this one, so I will see you for the final at 4 o'clock.